cloud එකට දාලා now I'll make you host.
You got that, though? I'll discuss that later.
Mr. Gopalan ධම්මික.
Okay.
ඔයාට පුළුවන් එයාවත් co-host කෙනෙක් කරන්න.
Right.
අද හරි ට්‍රැෆික් එකක් තිබුණා.
ආට
අද මම හිතේ ස්කූල් පටන් ගත්තානේ.
all right, okay.
All the government services are also working, no?
Yeah.
Do my traffic. මම දන්නේ මේ අර පරණ වගේ ට්‍රැෆික් එකක්. මම ආපු වෙලාවට.
කොළඹ දිගටම ක්‍රිස්මස් කාලේ ඉඳලාම දිගටම ට්‍රැෆික් හරි. Then I'll leave here.
Okay.
Okay. තුන පොකේ ලැබෙන්නේ තාම.
Yes, probably 15 minutes late.
හවුද?
ධම්මික.
Yes.
මේ මාවත් co-host කෙනෙක් කරන්න මට presentation එකක් තියෙනවා.
හරි. Done.
All right.
Regularly pay. We need 19 not pay but 20 years.
Hi, Tusit. Hi.
Hi, Ash. Hi, how are you?
Can you hear?
Just a
How are
minute.
you? How is your cold?
I'm just
Better.
trying. Just a minute. I'm just to get my computer just at hold on, please.
Yes, Tusit
All right, fine. Hi. Okay, sorry.
didn't want to come and infect us.
Can you? It's not fair, no. It's not fair, no.
Yeah. We have about we have Doolan here, we have Dashika here in the office, and we come and a hybrid meeting.
All right. Sorry, I couldn't because I don't want to come and it's not fair because I got wet
Yeah.
badly and then that's why
Yeah,
I
I know.
couldn't.
If you have a cold, of course, yeah, it's better for yourself as well as the others. I mean,
For
it's
others,
not right also to go.
mainly for the sake of other people.
Only thing
actually.
I'm just giving you a piece of cake. I brought some cake.
You can send it anyway through the Zoom.
We'll see whether
Or you can eat, we can enjoy your eating.
Enjoy.
4. Indika is there 4. 5, 6. 5, 6, 7. You have 7, Balan? We have 7 now. Indika is there. Balan අපේ චුට්ටක් කියමුද නේද අනිත් අය?
1 2 3 4 5
Five.
නෑ ඔයත් නැතුව හතරක් 1 2 3 only yeah 1 2 3 we are not this thing and Damik is there 4 Tusit is there 5
And Indika is there. Indika is there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rohita hari kawuru hari ei samari. Or somebody. Hello, Damik, Indika. Hello, Indika innane?
Indika
Indika is there. Hello, Indika. Yeah, but that's it. Yeah. Mute कर ले. Rohita Tina, yes.
Hi Shirley.
Hi, Rohita. Hi, Rohita.
You are at the Federation or Zoom?
Hi.
Are you at the Federation or you are doing a Zoom one yourself?
Rohita, no, she's at the Federation. Hybrid.
Hybrid.
Hi, Rohita, Tusit here.
Hi Tusit.
Hi.
Hi Tusit.
I think she can't hear you, but she's there at the Federation.
Right. Okay.
So she's saying that we are going to miss her treat and very disappointed that we are unable to make it. I of course don't want to go because I'm down with a bit of a cold.
Flu.
I got wet, drenched anyway while playing golf on Sunday. I have a running nose. I don't want to go and infect everybody over there.
Yeah, yeah.
Not fair, no. It's not
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
She's
All right.
there.
Okay.
Yep.
Hi, you can see me now, ne? Can you hear me?
No, I unmute කරන්න
No, unmute කරලා තියෙන්නේ. Mute.
We can hear you.
All right, okay, can hear. So good afternoon, everybody. Here we are having In the office, we are having Ruan, Dulan, Dashika. I think Saranga will also come. Thank you very much for all of you all joining from Zoom. So can somebody, we go through the minutes and can somebody propose? Anybody was there? You were there last time. And Dashika was
Last time I was not there.
Oh, you were not there last time, yes. Dulan was there. No, Dulan was also not there last time.
No.
You were there, no? Dashika was also there.
Yes.
Somebody can propose. Thank you. Somebody can say thank you. Dashika proposed and Dulan seconded. And you remember last time the quorum was there up to the point that we fixed the date for the AGM. So it's proposed and seconded up to that point. Because we didn't have the quorum to continue. Yeah, so that was the time. So today Kirti has excuse because and Damika is representing him. Let's go through the matters arising from the minutes from the risk. One is Kirti Gunawan last time has proposed to send the Norwegian, he has just mentioned Norwegian embassy map should be updated to the Executive Committee Council members. Here there was a confusion because Ajit did know what to send. So today morning, Kirti called and told me it is the letter that the Norwegian embassy has sent that we have to send to the Executive Committee. So make note of it, Ajit. That's what he said. You were confused what has to be sent. So it is the letter that they have sent. It has to be given to the board. Board, of course, we presented it last time. So it has to be sent to the Executive Council. So that's then matters arising is the gold land we discussed, and it has been given to a broker to work on it. And we said 45 million that we are expecting. And and also, shall I? Will you be taking up because we wanted the audited account before AGM, so you will be taking those up. No, Dashika, I think that we said that here it's last time also we said before AGM we want the audited account. That is before now we have fixed the AGM for 28. Somehow we want before the AGM. Right? By any chance we can't have it, we have to in the Executive Committee that we have to postpone. I wish. And I say that we should not postpone the 28th. We go towards having it and try to get the accounts. You know.
Can I ask a question? So Gopala, what is the legal aspect of this? The AGM, the submission of audited P&L and balance sheet. What is the law related to that? Can't we have AGM without confirm or say without audited balance sheet?
Anyway, we are already late.
No. What is a simple question? Can the AGM be held without the audited P&L and the balance sheet or not?
Normal for your article. AGM is purpose of we have AGM is submission of accounts and approval.
So do they specifically say draft account is acceptable, not acceptable, something like that?
No, there's no specifically say, but normally they say audited accounts.
Well, Abbas.
So if you are not submitting at AGM, then we have
to go for a special AGM.
Special AGM.
Why?
What he says, if by chance, I mean, we can have the AGM, but without the audited P&L and balance sheet, but we had to go for another special extraordinary AGM to take up the audited P&L and the balance sheet. Yes.
We now there's a in the agenda there's a place about we have mentioned about AGM. When it comes to that, we will decide. But I'm also, of course, very keen to have the audited accounts before the AGM. So when it comes to the AGM, we will We can discuss that, right? And
Shirley,
yeah.
Shirley, I need to raise a question because I don't know whether I'll get disconnected with the way this internet can go down and I'm using the phone. We in the past, Gopalan, if I'm not wrong, we have had few AGMs with draft accounts notifying that the accounts will be submitted. We did this for over a 4-year period of Sarat's time and Ruwan's time as well. So if I'm not mistaken, if we have done as a practice, it's our duty to call a meeting, AGM, notify them, because we have to have 2 AGMs now. One is for the past year, what you have circulated to us by law, and one is for appointing Keith as the president. So we have to have 2 AGMs within this financial year. So I think I would propose we continue that way. If we can't get the audited report, because of that, no purpose of keep on postponing. So that's my proposal to the board, because we have done this as a practice before as well.
Yes, absolutely. No other way.
What Rohita says is we can go with the accounts for the AGM and then have a special AGM. You mean to have a special AGM to then to present the audited account. Is that so correct? Am I correct, Rohita? Like in the past, that is what he said.
I'm proposing what we did at the past. I mean, same thing, what we have done in the past. That's all.
Without postponing the AGM, which we have fixed for 28, he says you can go with the draft file as just what you have mentioned. You mentioned that to me also. But it's true. But I, of course, is very keen to have the auditor to come and see.
I think this can get the opinion of the risk as well.
Okay.
They also have a role to play. But anyway, I think there is a special item.
Item, we discussed that. Without postponing, I don't want to postpone the AGM. So we'll see that. And Damika, now is the presentation. They're working for the risk and sustainability. Yeah.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Everybody can see the presentation.
Give me a second.
Yes, we can.
It has not come on the screen as yet. Ajit, it has not come on the screen. Risk make a dollar.
No, it's on the screen. Shirley, it's on the screen already.
No, it's on our computer screen. It's not on the now it's okay now. Yeah, fine. It's there.
So, first of all, I wish you all very happy New Year. In the absence of Mr. Kirti, I will present on behalf of him. Firstly, accounts 2020-21, we need to start once we completed 19-20 audit. To complete the 19-20 audit, we need to complete the valuation. So we are in the process of getting the valuation report. The other thing is we need approval from the board to adjust the bad debts. That's already done, right? Bad debts.
For 2019, we have done. 2019, we have done.
Yeah.
So, other bad debts, what we discussed that was to have a plan how we are going to set it off, like, percentage or every year.
Based on the age analysis, we would be able to discuss and agree with the auditors to even certain things if we need to defer and agree with the auditor.
Yeah. So now you all are having the risk and sustainability there, you can take this off.
Yeah. In the capacity development expenses from the regional chambers. In order to remove the existing qualification, we need to get that capacity development expenses. I think certain chambers already gave those. Whatever the balance one, we should be able to get from them.
Ajit, whatever the chambers gave, were they handed over to the auditor?
No, this is regarding the. Okay, this is regarding the Norwegian.
No. Now here it says capacity development
Expenses. Yeah.
Can you see? It's not very clear, but I think it is a Norwegian. I think
This is relating to Norwegian funds. But
Only 4 chambers responded.
Yeah. But we try to convince the auditors in order to remove this qualification.
So excuse now.
Yeah. Some echo. Somebody using, I think, two devices. That's why it's getting echo.
Someone has got 2 devices. No, have one of yours switched on? Have you switched on the mic? Okay,
Now it's okay.
Now it's okay.
Now
Yeah.
Regarding the qualifications, now Ajit said there are only 4 chambers who have responded and sent the details. Ajit, have you presented that?
Those we have given to auditors.
All right, those have been given to auditors.
That's right. So others, if they don't have it, still we can get a confirmation from them. They got the funds from the FCCI. At least that could be a evidence for the auditors.
Information, right?
Confirmation.
Yeah, if they don't have any supporting document, at least if they can confirm by looking through their previous minutes and all that, they can just confirm they have received this funds from FCCI. At least
And
that
you
could
want
be.
to quantify it.
Yeah.
And you want to quantify it, right?
And yeah, even without quantification, at least if they can confirm it, so then it would be a sufficient evidence in order to remove this qualification. Then yeah, so then country of origin, it's now running. Press release already done. Guide also prepared for the users registration and processing the country of origin. So I think we all need to get support from especially board members and regional members to get more and more income through this. Presently, we are getting any income through country of origin?
We have started receiving it. There was small technical issue with regard to the filling of the consignee, because some consignees have addresses and names. So we even in this morning we spoke to the technical guy, and he said during the course of the day he will rectify it, because some people couldn't fill it due to the lack of space in the application. I think we are hopeful that that will be corrected today, and so that we will start getting the CEOs. So that's all I have to say. Okay, and then I like in my case, I can tell the 5 chambers in southern. So likewise, I think if we can influence the chambers, regional chambers, then whoever the exporters, they can participate with us.
So now it's office starting full staff now, office functioning, right?
Office is functioning fully.
So Norwegian matter, I think we need to send a letter to Executive Council. I think that then Risk and Sustainability Committee, we all dealing with the lawyer to draft a letter to Norwegian Embassy. So with the lawyer's guidance, we would be able to send a letter to them.
No, I couldn't find, it's not clear. Today in the morning, Keith told me to send the letter that we got from the Norwegian Embassy to the Executive Council. Is that correct?
That's separate one. That one thing we need to inform to the Executive Committee. We have received this kind of letter. That's number one. The other one is as FCCIL, we have to write to Norwegian Embassy as well. That is, we are in the process of dealing with the lawyer to draft this letter and how to write this one. Now, how many months? It's about 2 months, right? We got the letter and
when did you, Ajit, send the letter? 1 month back, is it?
It is almost 2 months.
2 months.
yeah, because we have requested 3 months, no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then sale of vehicle and funds received. So now we got the money. I think we got from SG schedule of payments. I think Keith and ourselves discuss, and we need to consider case by case and propose a plan, payment plan. So I think we would be able to check those things and update the board in before next meeting on this.
Before you move to the next, I just want to make, because we have missed something else, because Dr. Rohita saw in an email that was sent that FCCISL is in debt to him about 75,000 rupees he had paid. So that also you'll have to take it up and Rohita, can you maybe specific on what it was?
So it's on the accounts of FCCISL. So I think the risk and sustainability, it's a air ticket which I paid and what got reimbursed. It has already been reimbursed almost couple of more than 2 years now to FCCISL, and that need to be returned to me.
Right.
So it's in your account already. It's very clearly stated.
Right.
And another thing before you move on, because which has to go into this list, because there was a request from our Fatima Jivani for a bonus for the 3 of them. So that was because they have got it from the time that Mr. Athuye was there, and last year we couldn't pay. That's what they said. We couldn't pay, had not paid. So they considered, they were requesting me. So I actually recommended that looking at the work they did for very specially for the slot, because Slotty was an income financially a very successful project because we got an income of 10 million and with a profit margin of 7.5. They made a big contribution. Even Fatima got about 2 million. Considering that, actually, I recommended this payment. Then I discussed with the risk head. Keith said this payment can't be paid from these funds. These funds we have got is from the car sale by selling an asset. So that from that we can't pay it. For that, it has to be earned money. So I recommended because the financial difficulties these days and especially the Slotty at that time when they were working for Slotty, we were discussing that we should give something for that which we couldn't give. So when they came at that last time that I came, so if you can put that Dhammika also to this proposal
Okay.
and discuss whether we should pay or not, and then you can come at the board.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that.
EPF, ETF, of course, it is there.
These are the payments priority, Mr. Gopalan, secretarial fees, audit accounts, and then EPF, ETF areas to be settled as soon as, because that entail interest as well, right? So we cannot even reduce the penalties. So,
I think has to be.
May I highlight something?
yeah.
At the moment, I think all of organizations are given a period till March, extended period till March.
Yeah.
So I would think we can, if this letter what we have got can be circulated among the directors, we can see how we should look at this and how we should, because it's a personal liability of the directors. So we like to see this letter and then we can propose whether we should ask penalties waive off, because government has given till March.
Yeah, Dr. Rohita, I think present EPF last 6 months, not an issue, but earlier ones, I think before they propose, government announced such date, from that date onwards, they given like a grace period.
We'll try and make an appeal. You have a valid point. We'll try and make an appeal, but what I suggest is if the directors can be circulated with that letter.
Yeah, that's better. That's we all can think about and see how.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And Ajit,
the mail has been gone, but today we have replied to them also asking for another one. Right, so I request put into the list. I think when they come out with their recommendation, whatever, also the other directors also may have some certain concern. Anyway, this it has not got because due to some mail malfunctioning, but with my letter acknowledging them, that will be sent to the risk this evening.
Right.
Okay.
And when once they all discuss and make a decision on the EPF, ETF, and Keith said he will be circulating the recommendation. With that, you can circulate that letter as well. It has been sent to risk.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So all you are basically, I mean, you can discuss this later. But there is a salary areas to me. I think it was not included. I have never pointed it out. Since you have made some recommendation, I just want to tell you, I have never asked for that. So I have never. I have never it out. But the
22 will be your.
Was that also included in the list?
No, it is there. In our
So we'll put that as well.
It is in our proposal. What I sent to you includes that.
Right.
According to funds we have, only we have to make the payments. So first, of course, the liabilities that has to be settled. Anyway, it's come out with the recommendations, then we can.
Yeah.
That letter has already sent up to the waiver saying that we will reply to them. And already sent the letter.
Then other than this, no any major things to be discussed in the accounts as usual. All the incomes there and expenses also there. If anything you need to ask about the accounts last month, you can check, ask, right?
Yeah, Damika, and you, can I talk there?
Yeah. Yes.
Damika, specifically, you have said the basic salary as invested by Labor Department. I think that was settled from the funds we received from Slotty. We had settled it, but here, you know, like basically these our staff, only 2 people. There's a big difference between their basic salary and their gross salary.
Okay.
What I request is we have to basically, you know, okay, and there is some this thing that, you know, they have given a they have the general ruling. This is the mandatory thing to pay. But please see that, you know, even the Slotty, only 3 people work. And even every month we have a PNL balance sheet to discuss. So I need to consider to pay the full salary as we have been paying in the past. So there is actually it's a tangible difference between their basic salary and full salary. I'm not talking about myself, but I think for them, please look into that.
We'll consider that as well. We'll see.
Okay, Damika, your presentation is over.
Yeah. Yes.
I have a problem. So about this risk and sustainability.
Yes.
If we take risk and sustainability in 2 different segments, what will be the risk of FCCISL in the year 2022, and what are the risks and how can we tackle and mitigate whatever the risk arising out of this all threats and the government, this dollar economic crisis and like that. So, you know, it also affects our FCCISL internal risk, and also talking about sustainability. So what are the sustainability plans that we have, because we have to sustain for 2022, and how can we what are the you know, do we have any plan for the sustainability, like you know, to sustain our certain you know, these rent and all day-to-day operations, and what are the, you know, future we need some capacity development in the office itself, the secretariat, which we don't have now, because to cater to the FCCISL future, you know, as a national leading chamber.
Yes.
So how can we address all these sustainable issues? There are 2 aspects: the FCCISL sustainability and the country's sustainability. What are the plans that we have? Do you have any ideas of this?
First, yeah.
And you have already circulated up to June, because the environment is very volatile. No point of going for a year and 2 or 3. Every 6 months, basically review. Even our projects we are doing with SOIT and World Food, we had to revise it 4 times last year. So I did a cash flow section of the cash flow till June. And also I am doing another presentation to the risk when they are meeting. It's basically we have to have basically the board has to agree for what the indexes or the what indications we are going to use to measure growth, the positive or negative. So growth in terms of volume, growth in terms of profits, growth in terms of value creation, and growth in terms of assets creation. Mama discuss. I think after that, excellent your question. I'm sure we can do a good listing at the next board meeting. That is my from my point, and I have already discussed with Damik also. It's a chartered accountant, he knows, because from my experience, when we get a bank loan application, we are going through that. You know, we are using whether this person can pay the interest, whether this person can pay the loan installment, right? It's for a financial stability, whether the current assets can service our current liability. So all these I will be discussing with the risk from my part. I don't know what they have, but I have already discussed with them. I think that basically answers your question, whether we can sustain or not. If there's a shortfall, what are the things that we have to do to bridge the gap?
Yeah, correct. And also we should have some sort of a benchmark where what we were and what we will be there during this year. So then, as I said, now we should have some sort of a evaluation, performance review. Otherwise, as directors, we just come and spend our time and just talk and go. And ultimately, when we come to the end of the 2022 December, so when we back again and see what we did, and it's not good for us and to everybody, and also especially during this crisis situation in the country, because the chambers have a lot to do, because we don't trust the government and the politics in this country anymore. So we have a responsibility to do this, the social future and the economic future. So we are the leading chamber. So we should heed to that level, heed into towards that end. Otherwise, no point of like existing the FCCISL in this country.
1 month will definitely, on my part, I have my contribution. I am sure KP, Darshaka and Kamika will also have.
Ruan, is a very good question. In my personal opinion is, even without even waiting for 6 months, even within 3 months, we all get together and have a brainstorming session and try to get different proposals and try to implement it. At least within 3 months we can see where we are, right? So then we all together try to find certain income generation things and efficient solutions, and then at least we can without even waiting 6 months, try to find a quick solution on this, because we are running like break even, no? Some months even not a break even, right? So therefore that risk there. Anyway, we need to mitigate, and with that the other legal and other environment thing also coming up. So if it as a team, we all together at least every 3 months try to find certain solutions.
Yeah, excellent, good idea.
Yeah,
I think we should-
Dhammika 6 months period, just the as it is the cash.
Yeah.
But within a month, if we can do and present it to the board, that will be good.
And also to one thing, Ajit, we should look back and see what are the years we did during last 3-4 years, without identifying this our failures, and we should correct our failures in our failures. Otherwise,
excellent, good idea.
we won't be able to, just we can talk and so that's also very important. We have to understand what our failures were.
I think you are doing something like that.
No, I am basically handling it, but I want to first put that to the risk and then to let them either or me to represent to apply that to the board. The board also can get in. There has to be a structure, no? Otherwise we are everywhere. I am using as my experience as a banker. When we get your own proposal, how do we evaluate?
So you can now, the risk is having a meeting now for that. You can have a long meeting and discuss all this.
Madam President, can I raise one question, please, with Dhammika?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, Dhammika. I think wish you all the best as well for the new year. Sorry, I couldn't greet you before. And to all the directors who are around, and all the best. No, just one question, Dhammika, because I see your accounts been circulated.
Yeah.
And now, because it's very depressing to see, because our budgets, we never achieve when you're going through the accounts, there's always variance. Every month you have been having, not every month, I should not say every month, in general, if you take, there's a huge variance in the budget, right? So will you all be proposing a budget for the coming to 2022, or how does it work? So for 2021, the budget you have made, right? I think it'll be end by this December, I believe, or is it till the March?
Normally our accounts prepared for December,
Exactly.
January to December. So,
Calendar
we,
year.
yeah. We need to present a budget for 2020 as 22 as well. So
Exactly.
we have to,
So what you have to do is, it's so important for you to get commitments from the secretariat as well. Also,
Yes.
plus as directors is our responsibility as well. How I think one point is well taken. It's a wonderful point that he mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Because how we mitigate these losses, right? So important how we are going to do that. So in order to do that, I think when you're preparing budgets, I think we got to be more realistic preparing budgets. Otherwise, anyway, we give a budget, it never been met anyway. And then of course, because it's, I think even if you to the members' point of view, right, we have not, as a board or that secretary has not done our job or duty. So it's please make sure when you're preparing the budget for 2022, right, take these points as well to consideration, and make sure that we'll have a realistic budget for 2022, so that at least we'll be happy and will achieve without any sweat, you know. So, anyway, you have to definitely sweat, of course, to achieve targets for sure. But anyway, we have to put all our heads together with the situation in the country as well. So let's please take this into consideration as well when you're preparing the budget. And also, if you can circulate the budget to the board as well, I really appreciate.
Yeah, that's well taken. Yeah, yes, sure. Yes.
Thank you. And also, Madam President, there's one more now we are discussing about the finances. Well, in fact, I have got 2 checks I received from Sri Lanka Inventors Commission, right? I'll take photocopies and send this to you. It's a personal check drawn to me, right, as an account payee for each sitting, because I attended on behalf of FCCISL, which you have appointed me for for this Inventors Commission. So I think I don't want to take this money personally, because I was appointed by FCCISL. So it's my duty to return this money to FCCISL. So I'll just take 2 copies of this check and send it to you. And because it's account pay checks, so I'll basically draw a separate check and forward to the risk accessibility or the secretariat, so y'all can encash that check as well. Okay.
Thank you, Tusit. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
Adit, you want?
Hello, Tusit. Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Tusit, I know you are referring to this year budget.
Yes.
We did it in 2020 December and 2021 January. That time country was in a hopeless situation. Also FCCISL was in a hopeless situation. So that's why we decided very consciously to run with a 5 million cash deficit. I think you could remember, I was telling every time our deficit was rupees 5 million. So we were expecting drastic losses as well. But the Slotty event and the 3 projects that absorb the staff salaries basically change the picture. That is why now you see there is a positive figure against the forecasted big negative figure. I think it is up to the risk and the board to do a proper pest analysis and then to give a direction. Okay, this year we will look at it very positively. because the economy is recovering or whatever. And then we can basically do the budgeting because, so please note that this is what it happened. It was in a very negative context. We did the budgeting for 2021. Okay, thank you.
No, I think let me correct something. I think so. That's what I'm saying. If the country situation was such, we should have taken the same into consideration and prepare the budget, be a realistic budget. Now, see your budget, you're talking about that you have made profits, which is really great to see that. But when you're looking at the budget and the actuals, there's a variation of, I don't know if the accounts are correct. And I'm pardon for saying that there's a 4 million deficit, right? So which is not very, I mean, when somebody sees, right, outsider, because we know the practical difficulties that everybody has gone through, but someone outside, a member looking at it is not all that rosy, all not great. So what I'm saying is take all this into consideration, and when you are preparing your budget for 2022, and prepare a budget so that at least we can somewhat achievable and not have a huge 4 million deficit like what is currently showing. I hope you got what I said.
No, that's not same thing.
I'm talking about the budget. I'm not talking about the actuals. I'm talking about the budget.
Budget.
The variance. I'm talking about the variance.
Budget.
Hi. There seems to be a confusion according to Ajit. He's saying that the budget was prepared with a 5 million loss.
Cash flow deficit, yes. It happened in 2020 December. We never had any hope actually at that time, but that was changed. So maybe this year, that is the wisdom of the board. Are we going to have the positive? Okay, in that case, to what extent we can earn? It's like that.
Tushit, just to clarify, the budget that you're looking at, does it show a 5 million deficit?
It shows now. I'm just looking at the finance statement that risk assessment is shared.
5 million.
Right. If you see, there's a deficit of budget variance, right, of 4 million, 4 odd million.
Yeah.
4.249333 to be precise.
No, that's Tushit is the budget. So he has shown a 4.2 million. He has budgeted 4.2 million loss. So the budget seems to be for a 5 million loss budget.
Yeah.
So there's actually a 1.5 million profit according to the
with a negative perception. That time it was, we never had any hope. Anyway, it's up to the risk to rectify if there is anything. So we will be very realistic. If we are very confident the country is recovering, we have many things to harness. I'm for it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. And I appreciate one Thank you, Tushit. I was you.
Shirley, I think what I feel is it might be good that we ask the risk and sustainability to analyze. Now, there was two good topics which was brought up by Ruan and Tushit. Ajit did give an answer for that, but what I suggest is let risk and sustainability look at it and circulate among their plan. It's always good to have a plan, even if you adjust. We can continue having the plan and readjusting every quarter. If we think the country situation is such, like we have to plan, we must have slotty, we must have other events in the year. So we have a plan of action, and that we put it into a plan. It may differ due to COVID, but let's have a plan, then we can adjust accordingly.
Yeah, that's true. We'll do.
We
We'll
all
do.
agree that we should have a plan. We'll hand it over to the risk and sustainability. Probably you all should have a lengthy meeting, discuss and have a brainstorming and come up with a plan. Okay.
Yes, we'll do. We'll do.
Thank you. Thank you, Damika.
Thank you. Thank you.
You are finished. Dhammika, Dashika says that you all should plan for one night in Gaul Hotel. So
Yeah.
I hope you will invite us.
Yes. Why not? Yes.
We should.
We should. Yes. Yes.
Good brainstorming. Thank you very much for all those good suggestions today. I think we should work for it because now with the new year and now the next year we should do better. Now we should be very better than these 2 years. So
Yes.
we'll work towards it.
Yes.
Thank you. So have you anything else to Dhammika?
Yeah, that's it.
Thank you. We'll go to the PR. Saranga, Happy New Year. Saw you walking in. Anything you have to say about public relations? Yeah, it's okay.
As I said in the last meeting, I think most of the work waiting to the next AGM. For FCCISL, because we know in a very tough situation, though our finances are not reflecting all the good work that we have done, there are a lot of work we have done from behind the scene. So we need to highlight that. So whatever the optional the report that President is preparing must get a lot of attention of media as well. So that is we feel because in a very difficult condition we have done study and there are very less events of that nature and that scale happened in last year. So this is one of rare good events happened last year. So in addition to that, when I was personally involved with certain discussions with the decision makers, for example, like with the finance minister for the preparation of budget. I know some of the ideas given by FCCISL from the feedback we got from our members has been reflected in the budgets. So there are certain things that we need to highlight as that body that we need to show that we are active. Then only we get the confidence of others as well. So that's the major thing that we are waiting. So once AGM is announced and when we are ready with our operational review, I think that needs our attention on media in the past. That is one. In addition to that, there are no major events planned. After the Industry 4.0 and the DSP plus seminar that we have done. And also, we can't see such in the recent past because of when we went to December, there are less number. But again, if we need to do anything before the AGM, we are open. Well, as the team, everybody will come forward with an idea because most of these events are initiated by us as well. So if anything by any board member with our assistant, we are ready to do that. And certain things that we have started is ongoing. We have given outsourced our digital platforms and with the assistance of a partner. It might not given 100% expected results that we had expected earlier stage. At least something is happening and some discussion, some post better than before, I think what we can say that is happening. And we still struggle to take off one. Even yesterday there was a discussion with all the stakeholders because with the feedback of the program, we have taken the total look and feel of of funds, and we wanted to make it a marketplace, which is a complex operation to do. There were certain delays, but I think we are now back on track on getting that process sorted. So those are the basic things that I need to brief. But I think towards the AGM, there will be a lot of work for us. And also, maybe we can get actively involved in launching the stocking for next year once things are ready. So before the AGM, I think we can think of launching it. When can happen later.
You mean before this AGM 28 or this AGM? Launching it, you mean
Before the
second AGM? That of course is a possibility, yes. Not second AGM. Yes, we'll try to do that before that, yeah.
Because again, there are no such events planned. So, we want to get in.
Then there will be, you know.
As a business pre-gaming process, also there are certain business owners are looking at such opportunities to get awards and highlight and get some publicity. So I feel there is a need. There may be good response, but I feel.
No. Now that the country is open, I mean, if we launch it, it will give a lot of publicity. It will be good in getting sponsorships, like, you know, then you can sort of have a bang.
Sponsorships either the new year starting from January just start. So the budgets, if the budgets allocated for 2022 is untapped. So getting something allocated. Some allocation from that may be easier than
If you have the launch, it will be an advantage. Then
I feel that is something that
we look at it.
Launch it. When can happen at any date anyway. 4 to 6 months from the date of launch.
So by the next board meeting, we'll have the strategy meeting, and then we will decide on the launch, the date, and we'll come back at the next board meeting. So that then you all can take over and support us. Okay. Thank you, Saranga. Any questions from Saranga? Anybody? Shall I move to the?
Saranga, do we have any the media, the FCCISL media strategy for the future? How can we, if you take the recent media behaviors and the discipline of media, so see, they play their own game. So, as a country, responsible chamber, how can we tackle those unnecessary media? Because we have a policy, media policy, to develop our country, right? So, what are the strategies that we can take to, this government, they come to power for 5 years. 3 years goes, the next people are willing to take change, and then they started again doing these political games. So, so kind of a strategy that we can develop to the future strategy for the business community.
I think any such plans is a very good point that you raised. But what I feel is the media and the communication strategy of this can be drawn up only after we draw up the objectives and maybe the position of FCCISL as a whole. To support that only we can do the communication. Because it's a part of master plan. So if we have for 2022, the FCCISL objectives, we will be able to definitely design a communication objective and a communication roadmap to support those broad objectives. So we, as a board, if all of us can agree on a maybe a broad objective and also a plan, I think Rashika came up with a super idea because we all, I think, a part of different civil organizations, and we have seen such brainstorming are happening. Even if it is, if the cost is an issue, I don't think that we can verify ourselves. Now, for example, how we do it at Colombo University alumni is it's just a double or triple room. A portion of the cost is absorbed by the participants, and I think as this community representatives, we don't mind even bearing the cost of the entire this thing. So when you divide it by individual, it won't come to a major big amount. So if I think the first we have to start with go for that kind of brainstorming, maybe in reception, one night stay. Yeah, you can have a nice fellowship also in the night just to make sure the building is done, and few sessions. To discuss what are the objectives of 2022 and what is our plan for 2022. So this is something basically normally it's done when a new committee is appointed, right? New committee is appointed, so because of that, the timing of that can be discussed. But something like that is required to draw up the main objective. Then only we can think of a communication objectives and a strategy to support that. So,
Yeah.
and
One second, because Saranga, our chamber has objectives to promote the business and to promote trade and investment. So it's there. So for that, now see what the media, the current media is playing. How can we develop business with foreigners, foreign other countries, even in our neighbor country or other Asian countries? Because we don't have such a the business community's image to develop our trade and economy, and the role of entrepreneurs and businessmen in Sri Lanka. How can we protect? So what are the strengths that we have in our chamber? So we can now itself, because we don't have time. Now, all business communities day by day getting into our trouble. So if we start something, right? Then, as Rohit said, we can develop. We have to think, we start something to protect our business community, because the image of the country is not a good position now. So we as a business community have huge role to play to protect our business image among the foreign countries.
I think what you are referring is not basically a communication or media strategy for FCCISL, but as FCCISL and a strategy for maybe the business community because they are an apex body. That is what I will refer. Yeah, of course. Of course, it is true. What we say is, especially when it comes to our image in outside Sri Lanka is getting bad, becoming worse too. Because even some of our business partners in these other countries used to send us gifts, send us newspaper articles in their countries about Sri Lankan economy. And when business also, their main question asked is whether we can open ACs, because those, especially Indian media, is carrying newspapers and they come and send it to us and asking questions. We don't even have a strategy as a company to give them certain questions that they ask. But I believe it's like this. I strongly believe communication or communication strategy can't solve problems. There has to be that it can only facilitate and get there has to be solutions first. Then not it can we have there has to be something for us to communicate. Right? For example, if we need how to use communication mediums in a crisis like this, we can do something like that. But if you look at designing some communication strategy to come out of this thing, but there has to be again same thing. There has to be a way to come out. Then a communication strategy can play a role in it. So communication role can't. For example, if I have a bad product, if I have the best advertising, I can't sell in long term. So there has to be a solution for us to market. But in this situation, as you said, the business confidence and the confidence of investors and people who deal outside Sri Lanka with us is very low. So communication can solve a problem short term, but I really doubt whether we have things to say.
But there are we can play big role because I have good contacts with many foreign friends and foreign investors and foreign traders. But as a chamber, if you take the Chamber of Commerce India to see how they get together and they face their external threats, they are very strong. So there, as you said, the chamber has quite the communication strategy. If you go to the web, then you can see they have their internal, protect their business from the threats. So I think we should think and start something. Otherwise,
I think the main point that we are trying to discuss when it comes to federation, the business community in Sri Lanka is lost faith. There has to be a pressure group. So business community has to be a pressure group to tell the government what to do or their expectations are. But what I feel is now the country is divided according to various criteria, politically, etc. But if FCCISL can start something, we should have a unity among the business community and be a kind of a pressure group to the government. Then we may have a I also feel even this community is also acting in a manner that they have given up. Or they were waiting till somebody comes in future and solve all the issues, which will never happen.
never happen.
So there, as a federation, if you can unite all the business community leaders to a common platform, it might create some sort of at least give a signal to the external world that business community is confident.
Thank you, Saranga and Ruan. Very good, well taken those ideas. I think as you are suggested, we should go for a brainstorming because there are so many ideas and suggestions we are to look into how we are going to start the next year. It's a good suggestion, as you also suggested, that we have spent the time only concentrating on this and come out with brainstorming sessions, and we could look into the whole board. I mean, all the board members have very good ideas, members. So those are all very important.
We can have the next board meeting.
And we are making,
So
we look at
can
it.
invite one of maybe a speaker for one session. Yes, we can have a dialogue with you. And we also do a exercise to draw up a plan.
So we'll hand it over the risk to propose, and then we will, you will take the strategies and PR committee, all the committees together, the whole board, where then we can.
If the decision is taken to do it.
Surely, I think we have to wait till whatever the new board being appointed. No? We talking about this in detail is no use. First, we have to appoint the new boards because there is two AGMs coming, so let them appoint them. board and then we
Yeah.
talk about this.
Right. Yeah, we have it in mind, so we can do it with the new board. Thanks very much. It was very good ideas. And next, shall I move on to the next strategy? The strategy also Norwegian matter. I don't have to discuss. We discussed it earlier. Regarding projects, at the moment, no new projects except in Slowly, which we have to discuss at the next strategy about the launch, etc. Before the next AGM. We'll discuss at the next strategy. I would like Ajit to make presentation on the ongoing projects, you know, the status of the ongoing projects. And we would like to feel very. I have a word. You agree,
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about it. So this is.
Madam President, we didn't hear anything.
Okay.
We didn't hear anything, or we can't see any screen either.
Yeah, they can't see the
Here
screen.
it says
They didn't hear us anything.
Didn't hear neither.
I will attend this technical issue and let him come out with his about the China.
Technical problem till that is adjusted. I'm going to talk.
You're muted, madam.
Sorry. Yes, Ruan, because until, are you okay, Ajit? Now can you make the presentation or shall I work with China? Okay, now no, because until the technical issue is adjusted with Ajit, I'm taking China matter. Because this was proposal was circulated to all the board members, and actually because he had to start work on it, and most of the directors gave their consent approval for that. And I would like Ruan to be brief on the board on this.
Thank you, Shirley. Thanks. First of all, I
you
must
can-
thank to all board of directors to go through my board papers and given their circulation approval to the proposal. I think all the details are in the board paper. I don't want to waste your time because it's clearly mentioned in the board paper. And I would thank all the board of directors to given their consent to the
What is the next step now?
next steps.
I think there is a payment to be made. No?
Yeah,
Have you
now still I'm waiting to their. I already requested the second request to waive off this 150,000 deposit also. Then they are in the process of evaluating whether they can reduce or waive off. And I'm still waiting for their response. And once I get the response, if they ask for us to make the payment, I will undertake that. I think they will refer to the approval has been granted by China to establish the office in China. So that's there. Other document already we have submitted our initial application and all. Then they are in the process of evaluating. And once we get the whatever the communication, I will share with the collaborators and the SG. And I think we'll be able to open our new office with the new board. And I'm planning to bring all our delegation to China once we finish the formulation of the process is finalized. We will be able to. I think this after the new AGM, I will try my best to do that.
Right.
And any information any board member needs to clarify, just go through the paper and study and let me know. Then I will send it to the European America Chamber of Commerce to clarify all these suggestions, whatever the proposals from the board members. I will get their reply and share with you all. And thank you so much.
Thank you. One, you will be a director there. What is your kind of responsibility there? In that office, your responsibility, like you will represent FCCISL.
The thing is,
Coordinating.
Yeah, coordinating is done by myself, and I mentioned Keith's names. Both of us can coordinate, and need to get the board approval for any matter, because we once they approve, we will be getting some, I can't remember the amount, maybe 500,000 RMB or something like that for our chamber. So that can be under our board approval, we can reimburse to
Right.
some trade promotional.
All right.
And
That will be, that you are getting for that chamber, our
Yeah,
chamber,
yeah.
that office.
Yeah.
So we will be maintaining the account here.
Yeah, the purpose of negotiating and what I want to do this because some other countries also having offices in the same place, and this is a global platform, not the Chinese. China's is only Chinese.
This is,
It's a platform for a global business community. So we are in company start there in China.
We can't hear.
I don't know if they do it or not, but if they approve it, now our chamber will be the official Sri Lankan representative representing the government of China. Right? So then they don't want to go to the embassy for any trade facilitation matters. They will consult us, not embassy, but we have equal powers with the embassies.
so in the future, we will be able to organize delegations,
Yeah.
China exhibitions.
Because when the embassies take lead role in developing those trade and all exhibition and all that, they found that there are some issues and some barriers and also some red tapes involving these channels. So that's why they direct. That's why they start this. This is not a new thing, but this has been years. They have been in the business, but from other American and other European and USA companies, they started business through them. So that's why they call it a global platform.
Yeah, so
Facilitate the global trade.
it is not only in China, even in other countries.
Yeah.
Through this, we could facilitate business. Okay, right. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
Can you see the?
Yeah, we can. Yeah.
So shall I then?
Yes, you carry on. Okay, Ajit.
Staff member or coordinator there or the officer?
You'll find
Somebody is there.
Yeah.
But anyway, it has to be somebody who knows Chinese.
Yeah, that we can develop later, once we start and then see how we can operate that.
Yeah, so one main thing, I think after these travel restrictions are released, China will be the first country to welcome.
Start developing on in the chambers, and also not only the China business, but the global network. We should not focus on SAARC. We are talking about SAARC in years. The India is, Indian position is, still they are not, I think, come up with some agreements. So SAARC is still not much active. Am I correct?
Hi.
So the activities we are from June to December, that's ever since we signed up.
So this is the activities, initial briefing, discussions, then chamber awareness. Then we selected 20 MSMEs for the on-the-job training. Then selection of consultant to designing the PBC model. That was done by the SOIG. And then selection of MIS, that also will be done by the SOIG. And business plan development, that all to FCCISL, because the idea of this project is to finally give a sustainable income generating model to FCCISL. So that's been the ecosystem has been developed now, and we are in the progress of developing. So that's what we are doing. And also in January, there are so many activities coming up. In fact, I think I work as the advisor to them actually, but actually speaking, I am the project director. That's why they are paying me. And in January, there are a lot of activities coming onto my shoulder. So now only the project gets off the ground, and all this time we were creating the ecosystem. So that I am not going to do one and after another, but this is all other steps and the new actions we are going to do. And this is the same thing. Can you all see anything? No. Okay, I will explain. With the IFC, the 5th such training program was held under the theme Women in the Value Chain as Employees and Entrepreneurs. And we had it on 30th of November. And about the World Food, we had basically finalized most of the companies which will get the support from World Food to upgrade their packaging and also the logo registration as well. And then we already received the second tranche of the funding from World Food, and then it has come to our accounts. Then also the good manufacturing practice qualification, GMP, we have selected one employee from down south, and they are all SLSI is working with them. Then another one is the SBN Nutrition Action Business Award. This is actually not coming under our program, but I said to give some brand image to FCCISL. Can you do it, but you have a collaboration with FCCISL, then we will get the brand image up. So that's actually, like we are not handling this part of funding. Our funding is not for that. But since they are doing, I said, please give the brand image to us. So they will do it in collaboration with us. So that's all basically. The December was not that very active also, except for the SOIG due to the the festive season was coming, and that is the mood of the World Food and the IFC. After 10th of December, they are not very much into the not very active. And after, I think, the 10th of January, all will get activated. That's their culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajit. Any questions from anybody?
Yeah, is it possible to elaborate on the food awards that you're talking about, organized by SBN, our food program, please?
Yes, I would share with you, especially because I know your interest. We have just got the not from them that they are going to do it with us.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Ajit. Then I'll move on to the next is the AGM. Last morning we fixed the date for the 20th AGM. And the only concern is about the accounts. Kirti and I am really serious in getting the audited accounts. But now Rohit said that in the past we have had the AGM with the draft accounts. without changing the date to proceed. So any comments? We will definitely have it on the 28th. We fixed it for that. We'll work towards that. Somehow the Ajit tried to see we could get the audited accounts before that. And we have to think of the venue. Again.
Clocks and then to to rearrange the furniture and into the wish of the valuer, and then to again to lock. So this process take about at least 4 or 5 days, I am sure. But anyway, I want to talk to risk committee also regarding this modulating or like breaking locks and then rearranging and then again to have another locks in place. So that maybe I have some certain concerns. So I have to speak to the risk since they are not here, especially Kirti. Let me talk to them. But anyway, I am working with the other parents. So I think that's best. I can talk to the risk as well. If we could basically send one of their members also, that will be right now.
So when can you finalize?
No, first I have to take the carpenter there. Actually, I don't know whether it has to discuss at the board, but basically I have to identify there are certain locks never been opened. I mean, once it is closed. So it's a very, very big locks, the locks. So I have to break it and then again to fix. So maybe in coming week I want to finish it off. So I want to talk to Keith as well as the mistake.
Inventory?
Inventory have, but it is not been properly updated. Right? That is one, and more value.
So then you can, according to the inventory, without any delay, you can value. Right? Then after that, if there is any changes,
because auditors will not do away with the qualification. That's what we have been doing all this time, right? Whatever the inventory we have some valuation, and we say, but the auditors did not accept it. That's why there is a qualification. So I think better we do it once and for all. It's good, because when I became the Secretary General of this institution, basically there was no such big asset register, and basically my taking over has to be after going through the major items at least. So that didn't happen that time. So I like to see that at least the future Secretary General will have a proper the fixed asset register.
yeah, then you can organize within a couple of days.
No, I will talk to the TT as well.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So they're fixing this date for 28th. No, she was showing concerns that he can't go alone. To break open the padlock. He wants a director also to be present. That is what he was telling. You talk to risk.
But if you have been nominated by the board, I have no issue. But otherwise, I say that risk committee member also has to be there, because we don't know the value in that is whether right or wrong. It's all basically a sum figure
So
we have
today we
in
can
our mind.
appoint Bulan.
Dhammika
2011, 2000.
Dhammika is there. Dhammika is there. Dhammika I want to tell Dhammika mute kara.
Okay, no, I will write, send the email. I like to put it in writing.
No, now we can take a board decision today, no? So
Risk එක ගහන්න ඕනේ risk
But
එක.
risk
risk එක.
board decision.
No, it's okay. We can take the provided risk okay.
Also the members know. So why we want to do the paper?
Because he says
Anyway, I will send the email to Keith and the risk team.
I don't think there will be any
about this,
objection.
go up this thing.
Okay, then
I agree to his place.
right. Ajit, then can you give a date?
No, I had to first take the carpenter there
Yeah.
and to show him the
Yeah.
and then I will fix another date.
Can-
In coming week, it should happen.
Okay, coming week, and once you give it, how long will Chamar take to?
Not chamber, then the value has to come there.
Oh,
I think, yeah, the
At it,
but
it was-
arranging is the problem. You know, he wants all furnitures, put the, say, the chairs into one hall, tables into one hall. It's like that. All the small, the tools in one. It's now everywhere.
so anyway, can we go for this 28th? I want a board 28th GM.
No, before that, I'm trying my best.
Okay, so then can we fix for 28th AGM? Last time was
It's already fixed.
huh?
Already
Fixed, yes. So where are we going to have the AGM?
No, we are now calling for this thing. We got some quotations. So we'll see. We'll go for the basically cheapest, but at the same time, we are concerned about the parking facility as well. Now we can go to gallery house, but there is no the parking facility there, and also there are other issues as well. If the commander wants, he will cancel our the meeting.
How shall we tell Gopalan to send the? We have to send
No,
the.
we have to send it.
You have to send it.
Yes.
So you undertake that to send it. So then we fix for the 20 and we get ready for the AGM. He wanted to know the real date when we are going. PR committee wanted to know. So then, thank you. And then the next is legal matters regarding Mr. Samatha.
The case will be heard on 10th of January and 19th of January.
Okay. Under any other business, anybody has to say anything? If there's nothing, so thank you very much for all the a special thank you for being here today. Now, Ruan is here, Dulan is here, Dashika is here, Abbas is here, Saranga is. Thank you very much for coming. And all the directors who have participated through Zoom. They had some health issues. And I wish all of you a very happy new year. We hope the next years will be better than these past years. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All the best. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Tusi. Thank you.
Everyone, thanks, everyone. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. All the best.
See you next time.
Yeah, for sure.
We have to wait for
you
one
soon.
Waiting for your dinner.
party.
Yeah.
Ruan is planning to give us a party.
Okay, take care.
You want me to sign the others also?
No, only the last page.
And here, මේව correct කරන්න ඕනේ නේද? මෙන්න මේක හරි.
Daya. Are you okay? Very good.
මේකේ copy set එක මටත් දෙනවා. Can you give this to the sign කරපු copy set එකක් දෙන්න මට.
Is there any type started?
Luan ගියද පාටි එක නැහැ නේද?
ඉතින් අනිත් කට්ටිය ආවනේ. next board meeting.
හරි හරි.
හරි. next එකේ ඔක්කොම එන්නේ කියලා වෙලාවට කියන්න ඔක්කොම දැන් එක වැඩ දාලා.
වෙනසෙන් 5th of February is fixed. First Wednesday in every month. දැන් මම පාර දෙනකම් first Wednesday in every. කවද්ද next Wednesday බලන්න.
හරි ඊළඟට අපි කරමු මම ඒක
එහෙනම් මම ඔයාලට date එක දාන්නම්. First Wednesday every month we are having the board meeting. එදාට ඔක්කොම එන්නේ.
ඔව්.
අපි එදාට ගෙන්න ගමු. මේ අද අර විසිට සනීප නැතුව හිටියා.
හරි අපි යමු.
ඔව්
අපි
එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි වෙන තැනක තියන්නත් පුළුවන් board meeting. මේ excuse.
නෑ මොකද කොළඹම තිබ්බ ඔක්කොම ළඟ ළඟනේ ඉන්නේ. ඔය දුර යන travel කරන්න ගියාම අමාරු.
ඒක නෑ ඉවරයි meeting එක. ගොඩක් ඉතින් එහෙනම් ගේන්න අර පැදුරු පාටි කියලා වගේ කට්ටිය හරි කියලා. ඔව්. ඊළඟ සැරේ කීතර මේ සැරේ මිස් එකක් වුණාද යාගේ අර අනිත් එක දාලා අපේ ඔෆිස් එකට කියලා මට වා මේක ඔෆිස් එක මට දෙන්න ඔෆිස් එකට සෙට් එකක් තියෙනවා මේ ඔෆිස් එකට දෙනවා නේ සෙට් එක ඔව් අපිටත් ඔෆිස් එක property gold property not Belgaum gold radal ඒක වැලියු කෙරුවා 56 මිලියන් වලට එක පර්චේස් 200ක් තියෙන පර්චේස් 100ක් 250 ගානේ පර්චේස් 100ක් 300 ගානේ එතකොට එනවා 56 මිලියන් 56 මිලියන් වලට අපිට දෙන්න බෑ මම බ්‍රෝකර් කෙනෙක් එක්ක වැඩ කරනවා මං කෝ 45ක් ගෙනත් දෙන්න කියලා එයාට 3% නම් කියලා එයා කෝ කන්ටේනර් යාඩ් එකකට ඉන්ක්වයරි එකක් තියුණා කියලා අනිත් එක ඔව් අනිත් එක මං කිව්ව හොඳ අයිඩියා එකක් දුන්නා ඕක දැන් අර මෙහෙම දැන් මේ පැත්තේ තියෙනවනේ අර මේ ඒ පැත්තට ටික් ගංගල් ලුක් එකක් ගන්න කියලා එය පොස් ගස් ඒවා මෙයා දැම්ම කොහොම ශීල් වෙනවනේ අන්න ඒ වෙරළු පොස් ඒ වගේ ගස් තාන ඉතින් මේ ජංගල් පැත්ත මේ නැති අරගෙන මං කෝ මේ පැත්ත ගන්න කියලා මේ හදා ෆියුනරල් පාල් එකක් පාකින් එහෙම දාලා හොඳට ලෝන් කරලා අනේ අන්ඩර්ටේකර්ස් හරි ෂෝ මේ ගුඩ් අයිඩියා මං කෝ ඒ අයිඩියා එක ප්‍රොමෝට් කර ගාන්න නෑනේ ෆියුනරල් පාල් එක තියෙනවා ෆියුනරල් පාල් එකක් ඒ වගේ මොකද අලුත් concept එකකින් එන්න පුළුවන් ඔය දානයක් දෙන්න උනත් ඒ වගේ හරියට how many purchase? 200 purchase. What about no, ඒක බැරි වෙන්නේ. හැබැයි අර ටුවරිස්ට් අර මම කියපු විදිහට හැදුවා නම් අර ජංගල් ලුක් එකක් එන්න ඒ පැත්ත පේන්නේ නැහැ නේ පුතේ අර ලොකු ගස් එක්ක.
ඊළඟ පිටිපස්ස ඇවිල්ලා මේ සෙමෙට්‍රි
එක
දුමස් දෙකක් තුනක් ළඟ තියෙන දෙකයි
නෑ අරක ඒක තමයි මං කිව්වේ ක්‍රිස්කස් ඒව මෙයා ගැහුවාම ඒ අලු වුණත් එන්නේ නෑනේ එතකොට හොඳට ෂීල්ඩ් වෙනවා ඒවා මොකද බ්‍රාන්චස් දෙක ඕනමන්ටල් ගස් අර කැලේ තියෙන ගස් වෙරළු ගස් එතකොට ඒක අතු විහිදලා අර එකට එක්කම වෙන තියෙන එතකොට අරවා ඔක්කොම අන්න එහෙම එකක් නෑ මම කවුරුහරි හොඳයි ඔළුවක් තියෙනවනේ ඒකක් අරගෙන එහෙම දෙයක් කරලා නේ දැන් ඉතින් මේ දැන් බලන්න අපේ සිමෙට්‍රි එක මෙහෙකක් තියෙන ටවුන් එක මැදනේ අර වටේට ගාලා ඒක එන්නේ ඒ වගේ
හොඳයි අයිඩියා හොඳයි පල්ලේ
මම ටුවරිසම් වලට හිතන්න හරියයි කියලා අර ටුවරිසම් වලට හරියන්නේ නැහැ මොකද අර ඒක තියෙන නිසා හැබැයි අර කියන විදිහට කැලාවක් වගේ ශීල් කරොත් එතකොට නම් ඉතින් ඒක කන්ට්‍රෝලින් තියන්න බෑ නේද මේ කන්ටේනර් යාඩ් එකකට එක්කනේ ඒ බැලලා කිව්වා මට තාම මේක ඔෆර් එකක් ආව 35 මිලියන් වලට මදි මේක මම දැන් මට තිරුක්කෝවින් ලෑන්ඩ් එක තිරුක්කෝවින් ලෑන්ඩ් එකට දැන් ඔෆර් එකක් තියෙනවානේ කොහොමිනිය අපි ලියුමක් ලිව්වා මේක ඒක පොඩක් ෆලෝ අප් කරලා ඒකේ අප්‍රූවල් එක ආපු ගමන් විතරයි දාන්න පුළුවන් කොහොමිනියෙන් මට දාන්න පුළුවන් බැංකුවට කීතිර heart attack how many oh yeah, she had died in the room. Nobody knew. When the brother or somebody went from the cop, then police were investigating me. Postmortem make a heart attack.